Ready for today's English lesson? Let's learn something new together.
Let's begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mr. Khan English Channel.
Today, we learn English with a movie story. The movie is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
I will tell the story in simple, clear English. I will speak slowly. So listen, relax, and enjoy the story. Let's begin.
The story starts on a quiet street in England.
A street is a road with houses. Everything looks normal. The houses are clean. The people are ordinary.
One family lives in a small house. Their name is the Dursleys.
Mr. Dursley works in an office. He likes order and routine.
Routine means the same things every day.
Mrs. Dursley stays at home. She watches the neighbors. She likes normal life. They have a son named Dudley.
They love Dudley very much. The Dursleys do not like strange things.
Strange means unusual or different. They do not like magic. They do not want anything magical in their life.
But one night, something strange happens.
A cat sits on a wall near their house. This is not a normal cat. The cat is watching the house carefully.
Later, a tall man arrives. He has a long beard and kind eyes. His name is Albus Dumbledore. Dumbledore is a wizard.
A wizard is a man with magic.
Soon, another person arrives. She is a witch.
A witch is a woman with magic. Her name is Professor McGonagall.
They speak quietly in the street. They talk about a baby. The baby's name is Harry Potter. They say something terrible happened.
Harry's parents are dead. An evil wizard killed them. Evil means very bad and cruel. But the baby Harry is alive. He survived.
Survive means to live after danger.
A loud sound comes from the sky. A giant man arrives on a flying motorcycle.
The giant man's name is Hagrid. He is very big but very kind. He carries a small baby in his arms. The baby is Harry.
Dumbledore takes the baby. He looks at him gently. Harry has a small scar on his forehead.
A scar is a mark on the skin.
Dumbledore leaves the baby at the Dursleys' door. He leaves a letter with him. The letter explains something. Then they leave the baby there for the night.
In the morning, the Dursleys find the baby. They are not happy. They do not want magic in their home. But they take Harry inside.
Years pass. Harry grows up in the Dursley house, but his life is not happy. The Dursleys treat him badly.
Treat badly means not kind.
Harry sleeps in a cupboard under the stairs.
A cupboard is a very small space. It is dark and cold. He wears old clothes. He gets no birthday presents.
Dudley gets everything. Toys, cakes, gifts, and attention. Harry gets nothing. Harry feels lonely. He feels alone and sad. He feels different from everyone else.
Strange things happen around him. Sometimes when he's afraid, something magical happens.
One day at school, Dudley and his friends chase him. They run after him. Harry runs fast. Suddenly, he jumps high into the air. He lands on the roof of the school. He does not know how he did it, but it is magic.
Another time, the Dursleys cut his hair very short. They are angry. But the next morning, his hair grows back again. It grows back overnight. This is not normal.
The Dursleys are afraid. They do not understand. They try to stop anything strange. They try to stop Harry.
One day, a letter arrives for Harry. The letter is green. It has Harry's name on it. Harry Potter. the cupboard under the stairs.
Harry is surprised. No one writes to him. But before he can read it, Mr. Dursley takes the letter away.
The next day, more letters arrive. Then more. Then hundreds. Letters come through the door, through the window, down the chimney. The house fills with letters.
The Dursleys panic.
Panic means sudden fear and confusion.
They decide to run away. They drive far from the city. They go to a small, broken hut near the sea.
A hut is a small, simple house. They think they are safe there.
But at night, a loud knock hits the door. Boom, boom. The door breaks open. A giant man stands there. It is Hagrid.
He looks at Harry and smiles warmly.
Harry, you are a true wizard.
How can this be real?
Harry cannot believe it. Harry thinks it is a joke, but Hagrid explains everything.
Harry's parents were wizards. They were good and brave. An evil wizard named Voldemort killed them. Voldemort tried to kill Harry too, but the spell did not work. Harry survived.
That is why Harry is famous in the wizard world. Many people know him.
Harry looks at his scar. This scar is from that night. He starts to understand he is not normal. He is special.
The next day, Hagrid takes Harry to London. They go to a secret place, a magical street called Diagon Alley. It is hidden from normal people.
Harry sees amazing things. Magic shops, flying brooms, owls, wands. He buys school books. He buys robes.
Robes are long wizard clothes.
He also gets a wand.
A wand is a magic stick. The wand chooses Harry. This is important. In the wizard world, the wand chooses the wizard.
Hagrid tells Harry about Hogwarts. Hogwarts is the school for magic, a school for witches and wizards. Harry will go there soon.
For the first time in his life, Harry feels happy. He feels excited. He feels hope. Harry is not just a lonely boy. He is a wizard. He has a place in the world, and his story is just beginning.
Summer ends. The day comes for Harry to go to school. Hagrid tells him to go to King's Cross Station in London. He must find platform 9 3/4.
Harry looks around. He sees platform 10, but where is platform 9 3/4? He feels confused. He doesn't understand.
Then he sees a family with many children. They have red hair. They talk about Hogwarts. This is the Weasley family. Mrs. Weasley is kind and warm. She sees Harry standing alone. She understands he needs help. She tells him a secret. To reach the platform, he must walk through the wall between platforms 9 and 10. He must not stop. He must believe.
Harry feels nervous. He feels a little afraid and unsure, but he takes a deep breath. He runs toward the wall, and suddenly he passes through it.
He is now on platform 9 3/4. A beautiful red train waits there, the Hogwarts Express.
Students stand everywhere. They carry trunks. They carry owls and cats. They are excited.
Harry gets on the train. He finds an empty seat. He sits alone.
Soon, a boy with red hair enters. His name is Ron Weasley. He is shy but friendly. Ron sits with Harry.
Here, take some. We share everything. No one was ever this kind before.
This is the beginning of a friendship. This is the beginning of a close, kind relationship.
Soon, a girl enters their train cabin. Her name is Hermione Granger. She is smart and confident. She talks a lot. She likes rules.
At first, Ron feels annoyed. He feels a little angry. but Hermione is kind and helpful. The three children begin to know each other.
On the train, Harry also meets another boy. His name is Draco Malfoy. He is rich and proud. He thinks he is better than others.
Draco offers friendship to Harry, but he speaks badly about Ron. Harry does not like this. He chooses Ron as his friend instead. This choice is important. It shows Harry's character. It shows his personality and values.
The train travels through mountains and forests. It finally stops at a small station. It is dark outside.
A loud voice calls, "First years, over here!" It is Hagrid. He smiles when he sees Harry. The new students follow Hagrid. They walk down a path. Then they take small boats across a lake.
The night is quiet. The water is calm. Then, suddenly, they see it. Hogwarts! A huge castle with tall towers. Lights shine from the windows. It looks magical.
The students feel amazed. They are very surprised and impressed. They arrive at the castle doors.
Professor McGonagall greets them. She explains the next step. They will be sorted into houses.
Sorting means choosing groups. There are 4 houses at Hogwarts. Each house is like a team. Students live and study with their house.
They enter a big hall. A beautiful hall with candles floating in the air. A long table stands in the center. Teachers sit at the front. At the front sits Dumbledore. He smiles kindly.
A hat is placed on a stool. It is an old magical hat. It is called the sorting hat. One by one, students sit on the stool. The hat goes on their head. The hat chooses their house.
When it is Harry's turn, he feels very nervous. The hat goes on his head.
You belong in Gryffindor, brave heart.
I finally found my true place.
Now Ron, Harry, and Hermione are all in the same house.
After sorting, students eat dinner. The tables fill with food. Delicious food appears magically. Harry has never seen so much food. He smiles. He feels happy.
Dumbledore stands and speaks. He welcomes the students. He also gives a warning. There is a forbidden corridor.
Forbidden means not allowed. Students must not go there.
Harry listens carefully. He feels excited about school, but he also feels something mysterious. He feels strange.
That night, Harry goes to the dormitory.
Dormitory means sleeping rooms at school. He lies in bed. He looks around. He feels safe. He feels at home for the first time in his life. He has friends. He has a place. And he has a future.
The first morning at Hogwarts is exciting. Harry wakes up early. He looks out the window. He sees towers, trees, and the big lake. He feels happy to be here.
The students go to the great hall for breakfast. There is a lot of food: eggs, bread, fruit, and juice. Everything appears by magic.
After breakfast, classes begin. The first class is potions.
Potions are magic drinks. They are made in bottles. Some potions help people. Some potions are dangerous. The teacher is Professor Snape. He is serious and cold. He is not friendly.
Snape looks at Harry with dislike. He does not like him. He asks Harry many questions. Harry does not know the answers. Snape is not kind to him. Harry feels uncomfortable.
Next, they go to transformation class.
Transformation means changing one thing into another. Professor McGonagall teaches this class. She is strict but fair. She wants rules, but she is just.
She shows them magic. She turns a cat into a table. The students are amazed. They're very surprised.
Okay, and that is the end of today's episode. This was part 1 for this story.
If you'd like me to create part 2, please let me know in the comments.
If you have any suggestions for stories or films, please let me know.
Until next time, keep learning, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.
Bye for now.
Great job today. Keep practicing your English.
See you in the next lesson.
Keep learning and growing.